Hi everyone, welcome to another Flosstube video. Welcome to Flosstube number 59. Should have the correct number today, which I didn't have last week's video. Anyhow, today I have a video about 30 plus cross stitch pattern I wish I had time to stitch for autumn, because I love autumn. I love the color of autumn. The color of autumn is just all of these deep oranges and like browns, and they're so cozy. Doesn't really fit me as a person, but it fits me as like decorating stuff in my home. But autumn is so small, and you also have Halloween inside autumn, and Halloween is more up my alley because of the colors. So because I am more of a black and bright colors kind of a gal. Also, as you see, I am in a different place. This is just my kitchen. I usually don't record in my kitchen. However, I realized that this is the best light place to record without having to have my photo lights, and I am recovering from some vaccine side effects, so I just don't want to sit in front of those bright lights at the moment. Also, I got my camera to function. After deep diving for 3 hours just googling and checking and doing, I found that there was a new firmware update to the camera. There were also a couple of different modes that I could set up, so this should be in focus. Yay! And I'm very happy because I paid quite a lot of money for this camera, and I've been very disappointed in it because I haven't been able to use it, and now I can, so yay! That was all of the technology today. Let's jump into the 30 plus patterns that I wish I had time to stitch for autumn. Right down here, because I'm sitting in my kitchen, I'm sitting by my kitchen table, I am able to have the list just underneath the camera, so if I'm looking down, that is the reason. I'm gonna go through the patterns the same way as I did in the video about Halloween, which, by the way, if you didn't see that, should be up in the corner, so you can go there if you enjoy Halloween patterns. And that is, I group them by designer or design company, and then kind of go through them. Yeah, we're gonna start with Mill Hill today. Mill Hill have a lot of autumn patterns. I have actually stitched a lot of the autumn patterns, but I still have a bunch that I haven't stitched, so let's jump into those. We are going to start with the mini ornaments, and the first one is going to be the harvest wagon. So they are depicted on the side here. It's harvest wagon. It is a super adorable little wagon. It has all of the pumpkins in different colors inside the little, we would call that kind of a wagon a skrinda here in Sweden. So just a little note on Swedish words. I like to tell you now and then, and the wagon might have another name in English, but I actually don't know. The second project that I'm going to talk about is pumpkin bouquet. I do think I have stitched this. I'm not 100%, but I think I've stitched it. It's a white pumpkin with all of these flowers on top. I think it is a beautiful design. The third one is fall fun, and it's the sign where you have the different things you can do during fall: pumpkin patch, apple picking, and corn maze. Here in Sweden we don't have any of those. Apple picking, we can do apple picking because we have apple trees, but pumpkin is actually a very, it's not tied to fall here in Sweden the way it is in the US. However, I love pumpkins. I love pumpkin spice, and we found a recipe on a pumpkin loaf bread kind of a thing, which is a very nice dupe to the Starbucks pumpkin loaf, and it's so good. I really like how the spices work in that. And this year we've been having issues trying to find pumpkin, mashed pumpkin, because it's hard to find pumpkins that we can cook in the oven, and then it's even harder to find the canned pumpkin. However, I was reading the Costco news and they have it, so we are heading over to Costco later this week, and I'm going to pick that up so we can get some nice pumpkin loaf. But back to the patterns. I am very shattered today, okay? I'm very shattered today. And the next one is nutty squirrels. Squirrels? Something like that. They are called ekorrar here in Sweden. Yep, that's the word for a squirrel. They're two very cute little squirrels in a kind of a little fall scene, and I really love that pattern. And then we have the last one, and this I actually have stitched, but I really wanted to bring it in, and that is Hayride. I stitched Hayride as a remembrance piece for my grandfather. I haven't framed it yet. I should get it up sometimes. It is a little hayride, little kitties, and a red tractor. And my grandfather was a farmer, and he had a red tractor and a farmhouse and everything, and I thought it was a perfect full image that really represented him, and I thought I needed to mention it because I kind of love it. The next company, next designer, is going to be Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. As I said before, I love their designs because they're super cute, they're super adorable, and I love stitching them up because they are fairly quick. They have bigger pieces of like colors, so you don't have to switch threads as often, so they stitch up much faster than other pieces. The first one is called Autumn Skies and Apple Pies. And I love apple pies. I am allergic to apples, however I can eat cooked apples. This is because of breakdown of proteins. Anyhow, so apple pie has been something I can eat as long as I make it gluten-free though. Yeah, but I love apple pies with vanilla sauce. So good. It's so good. The next piece is I Love Fall, also by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and it is just so beautiful. I really love that one. And the last one is Pumpkin Spice, because as I said, I love pumpkin spice. It's my go-to. Whenever Starbucks starts having pumpkin spice lattes, that is when I start going to Starbucks in the fall. I usually have a period during the summer and fall that I don't get Starbucks. I just drink coffee at home, but as soon as the pumpkin spice lattes hitting the shelves or hitting the coffee places, I'm there. I drink way too many. The next designer is gonna be another repeat from the previous week, previous 30 plus patterns video. There are gonna be new ones also, don't worry, but it's Waxing Moon Designs. I found this really cute autumn house trio, and I was talking to you last video about all of the little cute houses that I love, and these are definitely super cute. Again, these are pieces that you can choose to do separately, or you can do as a one piece. There are really so many different ways you can frame these, and I think they are adorable. Another piece from Waxing Moon Design is the Autumn Littles. These are 6 really cute designs with little animals in like fall scenes. I think they're so gorgeous, and I love them, and yeah, they needed to be here. Again, you can do these separately or together as one piece. I also had to get a couple of the Shannon Christine design pieces into this list. The first one is called Autumn Samplings, and I am not a Quaker girl, but the colors of this are just so beautiful, and yeah, this is a piece I would love to stitch one day because coloring's so gorgeous. We have another one. This is more up my alley when it comes to a sampling. This is Autumn Favorites. Again, beautiful colors. She has it kind of on different colors of fabric in the store, so you can see a couple of different examples. I did love this one that has kind of a black slash sharpboard gray color fabric behind all of the designs. And the last one is called Thankful, which is again pumpkins. I love my pumpkins, and beautiful colors. I really love the orange and teal kind of combination. It is a gorgeous color combination in a cross stitch. Then we have Primrose Cottage stitches. I have done loads of those, and I do have a showcase of them earlier, like a year or two ago. If I remember, I will put another card up here that you can go and look at those if you want to. But this is other projects that I haven't stitched. This is I Love Fall most of all, which is a little bit more sampling, a little bit more prim than what I usually stitch, but I did feel I really like it. We have the Autumn Quaker. Again, it's a Quaker. I'm usually not a Quaker girl, but this is such a small Quaker design. And also you can really do some fun things with color with this, even though this specific one is stitched like in one piece. And then you have a house. We have Give Thanks Home, also by the Primrose Cottage stitches, and this is a cute little house, and it says Give Thanks. Now, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in Sweden, however I do like all the imagery of the turkeys, so I do stitch Thanksgiving's designs, even though we don't, that is not a thing in Sweden at all. I do stitch the really adorable turkeys. Then we have Dimension, and the first design is Glory of Autumn. I was super inspired by Jessie Dustuff because she actually have stitched this. So I have this in my stash. This is a pattern that I do have in my stash, or a kit that I do have in my stash, and I really need to start it one day. We'll see when I'm gonna start it. Might be a new start for my traveling, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided what I'm going to bring yet. We'll see about that. Then we have Fall Fairy. It's another Dimension design, which is this beautiful fairy with all of the fall designs. I think you can get this also for like winter and spring and all of that, but I really love this one. Again, the oranges, the browns, the bright colors. It is, oh, they're so beautiful. They warm my heart. I like them. Then we have a new to me designer that is Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery, and the company have released a whole series of these very cute autumn houses, and I have 3 to show you today. I think it's 7 in the series. So the first one I have for you is Pumpkin House, because fall and pumpkin, I love that. We also have Candy Apple House, because for me apples are very much, red apples for me is fall. It really is fall. And the last one I have is Cinnamon House. Cinnamon is one of those spices that I have in my coffee all the time. I usually mix it with ginger and cloves to make like gingerbread-ish tastes, but cinnamon is very much a big part of how I eat things, because I love cinnamon. Cinnamon it's very good. I don't like strong cinnamon. I like having a whiff of cinnamon in most everything. Next designer is Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet. I actually love her designs. They are more quilt related, so they're cross stitch designs, but the designs kind of depicts more like quilting projects, and I don't think I got it into the 30+ video. However, she did the Quilt Witch that I was speaking about in the Halloween video, but the ones I have for you today is the Quilted Scarecrow, which is this year's fall design from Lori Holt. Then I have the Autumn Love, which was, I think, last year's design. This is actually one I have as a work in progress. I should really put it on my frame and do a little bit of it at least. And the third one is Farm Girl Fall, which is one of those 9 patches. It's very simple, and all of these designs can either be just as a design in a frame, or you can do something with a quilt of it, because it does match like quilting blocks and similar. Then we have Jane Hicks Creates, again a new designer for me. I had never stitched anything from Jan, but the first one is Fall Cottages, because they're little houses. They're little hanging houses. Of course, I needed to pick that one. When I saw it, it kind of jumped out at me, and I'm like, this one I want on my wall. I really like the structure and everything. I have a very eclectic decorating way, because I love everything, and I don't kind of just go for one kind of style. I do everything that I enjoy doing. Then we have actually more of a Quaker design. There is a few Quaker design in this list, even though I call myself not a Quaker girl, but I'm finding more and more that I kind of like them. I like the structure of them. This is Carolyn's Balloons, the autumn version, so there are other versions for other seasons. I thought it was a beautiful little piece, and also they have little houses at the bottom. Because I love houses. I love architecture. One of the things I take pictures of when I'm out and about is houses, because I love architecture. I don't know anything about architecture because I haven't really deep dived in it, but I just love houses. I love how lines and shapes and everything kind of enhances houses. Yeah, I really enjoy that. And then we have the last one, which is Samplings of Lace Autumn. And this is one of those that are way out of my comfort zone. However, I really liked how they looked. And I would probably use more brighter colors to create one of these projects. But I really like how the projects look. Then we have Autumn Lane Stitchery, and I think I talked about this in the last 30 plus videos, because I did showcase a couple of designs. That the first project I ever saw from Autumn Lane Stitchery was like the house scene, so it was similar to the first one I showed for Autumn Lane Stitchery in the 30 plus video, and this is the design I was talking about. It's called Autumn Townie. It was actually released in a magazine before, but you can also get it just that one as a PDF on their website. Then we have Autumn Leaves and Coffee Please, which is a coffee related design. I love stitching coffee related designs. I really need to get them up here by my coffee machine, but I just haven't, because I prioritize cross stitching before I prioritize finishing. Yeah, that's how my priority lay. Then we have the last one, which is called Give Thanks. Again, this is another like Thanksgiving piece, and the reason why I picked it is because I really love the turkey. I think the turkey is just awesome, and the little bird also, it is super cute. And I would most likely change the Happy Thanksgiving border and stitch something else there, remake the border somehow with other words. So I wouldn't stitch it as a Thanksgiving piece. I just love the colors. Again, we have that orange and teal combination that is just gorgeous, or light blue, but it's a greenish light blue. No, the last one, I did have one more, and that is Autumn Leaves and Pumpkins Please, because you need to have the pumpkins. Again, it has the same layout as the previous ones, but this one have an owl instead of a little birdie, and it has a scarecrow, and I love scarecrows. They're so adorable. They're scary and adorable at the same time. I love scarecrows. And yeah, that was the last of all of the designs that I had for you today. I would love to hear from you if there are any designers or any specific designs that you really like, that is like, this is my essential fall designer. If I'm gonna stitch autumn fall, this is what I'm gonna stitch. Do you stitch for autumn or fall? Do you decorate for autumn or fall? Or do you just do Halloween and then jump straight into Christmas? Because yeah, when I'm not traveling in November, we get the trees up, the Christmas tree up the 1st of November. That is usually when we start that. So yeah, that's how we decorate at home. How do you do? So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I would love you to thumbs this video up. It means a lot to me. And again, if you have any comments, questions, anything, just leave them down below, and I will get to them as soon as I can. Subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoy this content, and I will see you next week. On Saturday next week again. Then I will have a update video, and that will be the last update for a couple of weeks, because again, we're traveling in November and it doesn't really fit in with our schedule. However, there are going to be videos every Saturday all through November, so I'm not leaving you here. I'm just not gonna be updating on my progress. Anyhow, I will see you next Saturday. I hope you have an awesome day and an awesome time, and I'll see you later. Bye!